Let's talk about the tools that people pull out when their argument has no backbone. Hello, my name is Dr. Raquel Martin. I'm a licensed clinical psychologist, professor, scientist, and podcast host. And if you're here, you're here to learn. So let's talk about what people start doing when logic has left the building. Tone policing, dismissing someone's message by focusing on their tone rather than the content of what they said. Now, this works because it distracts from the issue by framing the speaker as too emotional or too rude.
I mean, I'd listen to you if you weren't so aggressive. Can you at least smile when you say this?
Moving the goalposts, changing the criteria for winning an argument after the person has already met that criteria. And the reason why this works is because it makes it impossible for the other person to win, no matter what they provide.
Actually, I've decided that in order to believe you, you now have to provide a thesis, 3 peer-reviewed articles, and a signed affidavit from Beyonce.
Gish Gallop, overwhelming the conversation with a rapid-fire series of weak or half-baked arguments to make it impossible to move forward. Now, this works because it creates the illusion of being well-researched while also overwhelming the person responding.
Okay, but what about the economy and crime rates and that one article from 2006 and my aunt's Facebook post? Checkmate.
Appealing to authority without any kind of context. This is citing an authority figure to shut down the debate, even if they're not an expert in the relevant field, or if the context is missing, or if it's been so long since they stated that. The reason why this works is because people tend to trust credentials more than digging deeper and seeing if that person actually said what that person said that they said.
Well, a man with doctor in his username said it on YouTube. So are you saying that they lying to me, that doctors don't know the truth?
Bait and switch. Now, this happens when someone starts with one topic and then subtly changes it to another related but pretty different point to make their position seem more defensible. And it works because it's sneaky. So you end up arguing something you didn't even bring up in the first place.
No, I know we were talking about unequal pay, but now I want to debate whether people should just negotiate better. What are your thoughts on that?
False equivalence. Claiming two things are morally or factually equal when they are not. And it works because it makes the argument seem more balanced or rational when it's actually avoiding moral accountability.
I mean, sure, one side is lighting fires and the other is showing light with flashlights, but light is light, right?
Red herring. Introducing a completely unrelated topic to distract from the real issue. And this one works because it diverts energy and attention, usually to something that's incredibly emotionally charged.
Okay, but before we talk about your point, let's talk about your tone, your GPA, and what you wore in 2011, because I could have sworn I saw you in some gauchos.
When you know these tactics, you stop falling for the bait. You don't have to argue, prove, or perform. You know when to opt out, because there's a difference between conversing with a brick and a sponge. People using these tactics don't want to absorb anything that you're saying. Now, I've barely scratched the surface, and I feel like we'll be doing a lot of challenging and debating in the upcoming years. So if you want a part 2, comment a movie or a TV show that you've watched more than 3 times. So let's talk about the tools that people pull out when